All right, welcome to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I'm your humble host, Too Much, and y'all see me. Y'all see who's with me, Walt D, certified in a lot of things, but that's not important. Man, we're gonna get started today, man. We got a topic today that I want to talk about balloon pop dating. I want to specifically talk about the reaction to the balloon pop dating. Um, a lot of times we have a lot of 304s on these shows. A lot of times we point out the accountability that these women they disrespect men. They don't care about men. They're not genuine with men. They say they're looking for marriage, but they're really not. They're looking for clout or something. Well, shout out to Arlette and her team over there. They put together a great cast and crew over there. They put together some great people, and they actually got a match that proposed. And I think it's a beautiful thing, man. I
After
wish
how many?
yeah. After I mean, we're in America, so we have to expect that, right? A lot of these women are not wife material, and a lot of these there's more traditional men than there are traditional women out there, and so we have to put that into perspective. And for a lot of for honestly, I was thinking that Arlette was moving over to the Jerry Springer or the dark side, like purposely bringing on women that might not fit the bill and mix and matching up the men, like men with more of a clean bill. It seems like she'll pull out a more, not I won't say ratchet crew, but a more baby mama type of crew, right? And then for men, then for women, yeah, but I don't believe that anymore. I love the show. Again, shout out to Arlette over there with the pop the balloon. I think her and her husband doing a fantastic job. I just thought at one point that they were looking for views, and I see that they're really on the path to finding genuine people. So I want to make that clear and give them a shout out. And that they're actually, trying to matchmake you. But let's be real, man. I always say it like this, Walt. If you got to choose between snakes in the grass or fish in the sea, and if you're gonna vet which one you want, I think you're gonna go to the fishing hole with the fish in the sea, because the snakes in the grass. I don't think you can vet though. I don't think no matter how good of a vetting job you do, a snake is a snake is a snake.
Yeah, yeah. I go with the fish in the sea all the time, but to get a little more technical, some snakes live in water.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not saying I always want to tell I'm a proponent of passport bros, right? And I'm not going to tell you that women over there are. I'm not going to tell you that women aren't women. Women are women wherever you go. But you have a better chance of finding a loyal and genuine woman in a pond with more traditional women than you do with snakes in the grass that we have here in modern America. So that's what I mean. Make sure that you're fishing in the right pond. You're going to get a few snakes over there, but you'll be able to see those snakes very clear, right? Much more easier than you will tell over here in America. Because these snakes live in the grass, and we hear them, and I don't see any fish. I don't see anything good. I don't see a reformed snake is any better than a snake. Okay, a reformed snake is no better than a snake because it's are all snakes, and if you stay with them long enough, you'll get bit. Bottom line. But let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into the show. I don't want to drag it on too long, you guys. We are here to talk about the balloon pop dating, and we are talking about this couple here. Uh, they matched. They did their thing. I'm gonna try to rewind it a little bit so we can hear a little bit of the talk. But I'm also gonna fast forward a little bit of this too. But they're gonna show a little bit of how they met. Let me go here. How they matched up, and we're gonna go from here, man. I think this is a great story. I think she's a cute gal. I think she is a modern woman, but she's probably a hybrid. I'll give her that. She's probably a modern woman with some traditional values. And if I'm being honest, there are men who will accept that, right? But here's the thing: a modern woman with traditional values. That's a reformed snake. That's a snake who will bite somebody else but may not bite you, right? But we don't know that until she bites. That's the problem. We don't know how long. So I want to say shout out to this brother, and I wish them the best in their relationship moving forward. But I still want to say proceed with caution. Very, very proceed with caution. So let's jump into it. Let's get a little bit of their backstory and what's going on with them.
Welcome, guys. How are we feeling?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Of course, of
Mike
course.
Brosler.
So we had the both of you on episode 12 of Pop the Balloon.
We gotta just sorry about that. We gotta follow these people. I want to follow up with them. I want to see what they're doing. So make sure we get their we follow their social medias. You guys can go ahead and follow their social medias too, watching the show, and that way we can just keep in touch with these people. And who knows, man, we might be able to get them on our show. So let's let it play.
Or Find Love, where you ended up matching. Perfect. So is it a yes for you for her?
So yes.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
Okay, we got a match.
So right next to him, that's his brother right there. Those two are brothers right there with the beards. So in this show, they were kind of not trying to go after the same type of woman. So I think she was feeling him, but because he was feeling her, he bowed out. So that's why she was left with the brother. But I don't think it was a bad thing, you know. But I think during the show, if I'm not mistaken, she was feeling the brother a little bit more, but the brother saw that his brother was feeling him, so he bowed out and let the brother have it. But they matched up. One of the few that matched on this show.
I'm going to take this mic and you guys can go on off. Oh, everybody holding hands. So we saw on the
They
show.
were genuinely happy
a little
for
bit
him.
about you guys. You know, you told us little tidbits here and there, but let's know a little bit more. Let's start with you, Mike.
Okay, I'm Mike. I'm 37 from Newark, New Jersey. I'm a father, a poet, and an actor, and I've been in and out of Arizona for a few years, and I live in Cali now. And came to the show. I like what you guys had going on, and felt like I needed to be a part of it. Sent the email, and came on, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, man. I'm grateful for the experience.
Okay, so I mean, like I know you said you're a poet, actor. How did you get into that kind of stuff?
So yeah, I was always into like writing. Growing up in church, I used to memorize books of the Bible and want the longest verses and try to remember the words, because words just always impressed me. So I used to listen to the lyrics when the songs used to come in the cassette tape, and they didn't have the lyrics on the back of the CD book. So I would listen to the tape, rewind, write the lyrics down, and then that's how I just got caught up in that. And then I started doing open mics back in 2012.
Okay.
And then just it kind of grew from there. Just.
So the brother's an actor. He's from New Jersey. Do you think he was raised by both his parents?
I don't know. It looks like he is because, but who knows? There's a lot of single moms in churches, so that's a toss up.
Yeah.
But the good news is he's a man of God. That's what's gluing it all together, actually.
He has this deep voice, but it's kind of soft spoken. I think that helps him too. He comes across a lot more gentler to a woman. So I think that also plays a part. I think that plays a part in it too, man. The brother just he seems like he carries himself well. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree, because that's part of some of the rules that you said. You have to be stoic. You have to talk like you mean business. Yeah. And you have to carry yourself and move with a purpose.
That's right. It seems like he knows what he's doing here. So let's get more into the show, and if we got to fast forward, we'll fast forward.
Stay consistent with the work and started, putting myself out there. So I just something I'm very passionate about.
Nice, very cool.
Most definitely.
All right, and now, Kate, what about for yourself? Let us know a little bit.
Okay, well, my name is Kay, and I'm an artist, a singer, a dancer, an entrepreneur. I sell lip glosses and lip balms. I'm also a television producer, and I'm a lover. I'm a lover girl.
Lover girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know you said you sound like you're like an entrepreneur. Like, how did you get into, I guess, let's say the lip gloss business?
Well, I've always been into like a bold lip in like the beauty industry. So I was just figuring like, you know what, let me start selling my own lip.
Do you think she's beautiful? Looking at
in what way? Like,
just to the aesthetics, I guess, the outer appearance. I think there is a beauty about her, but I don't think she. I don't. You know, no shade. I don't know. I don't think she's all that. I think she's cute. I'll say that. I think she's cute. What do you think?
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that she's cute. She might not be that bombshell, but she carries herself in a certain way with the cuteness. She has that personality. She has that flair to her. She has. So I get what you're saying.
I think that's what it is. I think it's the way that she's carrying herself. I think the way that she's talking. I think that makes her more attractive. I think it's her feminine. She's a feminine. She's moving in a feminine way, and I think that's what's attractive. I think that's what it is. I don't think just some eyelashes are too long. I think women need to stop doing that. Let's let her talk about her business.
Lip glosses.
Okay. Like you just like YouTube how to make it. Like how did you
YouTube how to make it for sure? And it was really easy and simple. And I add my own oils. I'm into oils and herbs and stuff. So I use a lot of natural ingredients. So yeah, I'm into making my own products too.
Very cool. Yeah, like
what other products?
Yeah.
Body oils, hair products, things like that.
Okay. I just see you glistening. Okay, girl.
Thank you. It is kind of hot in here, but yeah, thank you.
Okay. So obviously, as we saw on the show, with you guys, how you even came to match. Originally, Mike, you ended up popping your balloon.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So I initially popped because she mentioned, I asked her, how she felt about men with kids. And then she said, she prefers men that don't have kids. And so I have 2 children.
Yeah.
I didn't let her finish, so I kind of rushed it because the previous contestant, she popped immediately, and I didn't want her to settle. I wanted her to get exactly what you want. The dating market is pretty broad. There's people out there that may have what you're looking for, because I'm not the type to settle myself. But then she made an exception, so
Okay. I see.
Got my balloon back. And here we go.
Okay. And now, Kay, I know, like you initially had said, you were a little iffy about the kids thing. So, have you dated someone in the past with kids that made you have that thought process, or like what?
Actually, never. I've never dated anyone with kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, it was something like, I haven't done it.
Right.
I'm not doing it now.
Exactly.
Kind of thing?
I haven't done it. I don't know what it's like. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But then his kids are older too. So it's just like, that made a difference for me.
Okay. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna jump a little bit forward here.
How old is she?
She seems like she's in her 30s, to be honest. She could be in her 20s. But see, that's what I'm saying. You could tell like she was lit. I think I'm just gonna be honest. I think I know it's judging by the looks and things like that, but she's not glowing like a spring chicken, if that makes sense. It looks like she's dealt with a couple men in some relationship, probably multiple men. She might even had a whole face, and look like she's just coming out of that. That's what it seems to me. I don't know. I could be reading too much into it, but again, there's nothing. Women can reform, and those men who are willing to deal with that. There are men that are willing to deal with that. I can't act like. Are there a lot of men that will deal with the reform? No, but there are men, and I wouldn't say those are special kind of men. I would just say those are certain type of men that will. There are men that will deal with more than other men, and men that will deal with less than other men. I'll just leave it like that. But let me fast forward this a little bit, man, because
while you're fast forwarding, the good news is she doesn't have a lot of baggage. That's the good news.
Yeah, it seems like she's able to keep that in check. It seems like that. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of judging, by the cover, but it seems like like I said, there's still She does, even though she doesn't like a spring chicken, she still has that glow. She doesn't like she lost all her oil. I'll say it like that. Biblical terms on y'all. She doesn't look like she lost all of her oil. It looks like she preserved some of that still. So.
You already have a spot out there, or how did?
And we've kind of been inseparable since then. And to be honest,
Okay,
you guys like healthy stuff. Y'all talk about smoothies.
I know.
Tell her about the.
Okay, let us know. Do you guys match? Have you gone on a date?
So they gone on a date.
Absolutely. Every day. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, yes. Every day?
Every day.
Yeah, literally.
Well, we went out the first night.
Okay.
Look at how excited she is. It's not coming across fake. It's coming across very genuine. You could tell this is intentional dating.
Well, yeah. I mean, but the crazy part about it is the reason why everybody was so ecstatic when they made that connection was it made me think about when you see somebody get out of jail and all the jail people celebrate, or when you see somebody get out of a hole or climb out of somewhere where they're stuck. Everybody rejoices because you just see so many people go down. So, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna play a little bit more. We're gonna do a shorter show, about a 20-minute show today. But I want you guys to see this, man. Like, this woman genuinely loves them. They've been on dates. Go back and watch this show on your own, man. Check it out. I got to give y'all some nuggets before we leave out of here. Let me just play the proposal real quick. But you guys got to go back and listen to this show, man. Let's go back and watch. Look at how they interact with
It sounds like you guys are doing really good.
The communication is pretty much we face to face, or we just communicate.
Period.
Like
they spent every moment with each other.
Coming on the show, we both had done the work prior to being on the show.
That's important.
Like, I want to express this.
Look at her.
How serious I took the show, as far as like being open to love. That's what the name of the show is, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I wouldn't come on there to play any games. I did the work on myself. I met Kay. I felt like she did the work on herself as well. And then so us aligning, things just kind of flow naturally, you know.
Yeah.
You have been consistent. You have been kind. You have been.
Back it up right here. Hold on. This is where it's at right here.
I know for a fact that Kay was put into my life for a reason. I know that there's nobody else like you. You are an amazing friend. You are genuine. You only can pretend to be somebody for so long. But the truth eventually comes out, and you have been consistent. You have been kind. You have been sweet. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, you know? And I don't feel like I'm rushing it. I feel like it's natural. So, I mean, honestly.
Look at her face, y'all. Look at her face. Look at both of them.
Oh.
Look at that. That's real man stuff right there.
I love you deeply, man. And we are moving at our own pace, regardless of anybody else's opinion. You are a special woman, man. And when a man knows, he knows. And I believe from the bottom of my heart that you're my person, my best friend, the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with, and just have a good time, man. We just enjoy this ride together.
Shout out to this brother.
So will you do me the honor and be my wife?
Yes.
Listen up. Listen up. She would have never got a proposal like this in her. Let's just keep it a buck, man. When two souls meet, they meet, and they want what they want. And a man knows, like, listen, you must have done something really, really amazing to impress this man. And I appreciate the fact that you came on the show and you took it seriously. I like how he said, I put in the work, she put in the work. He could tell that she put in the work. Like I said, she doesn't like no spring chicken out there. She looked like she probably had her fun, and then she realized, hey, she got it in early. She didn't have children out of wedlock. Think about that. Imagine if she would have had a child and he would have had a child. That would have been a blended family. Now she's blending in with him. Now she's on his program. She supported him, showed up at every show, every play, every show. He's an actor. She was there all the way through. And I don't care if she's not working. I don't know. I don't believe in all that. When women start talking about their business, I don't believe them. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't believe you when you talk about you got an eyelash business. When you talk about you a model. When you say you're an entrepreneur. I got to see some receipts. Let me see some tax returns, and I believe you got a business. But she had entirely too much time on her hands, which worked out in her favor, and she was able to spend every waking moment. And that's how you do it. I had a buddy, a Filipino buddy. Shout out to the Filipinos, right? I had a Filipino buddy. He flew to the Philippines, spent 2 weeks with a woman, and married her right away. He said, I spent 2 whole weeks every moment waking up with this woman, and I knew right there that she was the one and that she was being consistent. And you know what? I took that, I ran with that, and guess what I did? Flew to Africa, flew to East Africa, found a woman, did the exact same thing. I just knew. I just knew. I just knew. And that's where we're at, man. Sometimes you just know. Shout out to Arlette and her team out there. First proposal on the show. This is amazing. Everybody keep watching Balloon Pop Dating. I'm addicted. I'm gonna keep watching Balloon Pop Dating, and we're gonna keep holding these women accountable, man. And it just so happens that this one worked out. Shout out to the brother.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. Hopefully they continue to do the right process and do what they need to do.
And do what they need to do. Absolutely, absolutely, man. So listen up, man. You guys, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the show. Everything is we turn it up a notch. Everything's gonna be another level. You see how handsome I'm looking. I shock myself. You know, I'm used to y'all internet trolls trying to call somebody dusty because he got a beard. You looking at sexy right here. This is what sexiness looks like, ladies. Get used to this smug. I'm surprised, man. This is a great camera, and even with the glare in the back, I feel sexy. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Jesus, y'all y'all better just keep watching the show. Just keep watching the show. Keep watching the show. We only gonna get better. Any last words, Walt D, before we get out of here?
Yeah, people, just make sure you protect yourself. Even if you think you found the love of your life, always make sure you vet people. Always make sure you go to counseling, premarital counseling. Do not skip steps just because you found somebody who you think is different from the rest.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Inspect what you expect. Court these women. Don't date these women. Dating is for married people, not single people. Respect yourself. Respect boundaries of others. Right. Keep your sexual purity, ladies and men. And you know what, man? It's all about the family. If you're not trying to build a family, yeah, man. I don't want to be too dogmatic, but it's all about the family. It's all about the nuclear family. It's all about the family mentality growing into the clan mentality. And that's how we're going to fix this world. That's how we're going to get back masculinity and so on and so forth. With that being said, it's Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host. Too much. And there goes Walt D. And guess what, y'all? We are out. Peace.